Hello. Hello. Thank you for checking in. Great to see everybody. Hello. Hello. I hope you all had an awesome weekend because I sure did. I didn't even take pictures. I posted a bunch of pictures, but I didn't get pictures of everything because I did forget. I had a very cute red, white, and blue outfit on the 4th, and I forgot to take a picture of it. I took pictures of the food, and I forgot to take a picture of my outfit. So the pink outfit that I posted on Facebook and Twitter, that was actually from the 5th.
Thank you for checking in. Great to see you.
There is YouTube starting. Woohoo! Okay, I am live on YouTube and Google Hangouts. There is a bit of a lag. Let me say hello to everybody. Laura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and Tesis and House of Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Green and Star Raven and Angie Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Azure Yusuf and Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Bill Knaus and Scott Kimmis and Jim Dandy and Edwin QOV and Philip and Sam and St. Clinton and Joe Barney and Red Stapler and Wing Doggy and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl. Thank you for checking in. Hello! So I had a great weekend, starting from, we had a short show on Friday. I had that awesome dress on. And the crazy thing is, I was in such a rush because I thought there was going to be tons of traffic. It was like the Twilight Zone. I got across town. It should have taken me over an hour, like 15 minutes. The roads were empty. It was like, I was like, what the hell? I got all the way over there and I was way early. So I was like, I know, I only had to go 7 miles, but there was no traffic. Normally it would take like an hour. I got out, there was no traffic. I was like, I just drove right down the road. I'm like, what is so, I was like, it was like I was in another town. So it was pretty awesome. The film was a half-an-hour short film. First of all, I love that dress. I'm going to wear that dress again to another premiere. I'm repeating that dress because it's really awesome. And I should have more pictures coming up. But the film was really, really cool and weird and good. It was an Italian director. It was one of his first things, and he made it. It's like a half-hour short film. He wants to make a full feature. But it had really, like, beautifully shot and lit and very cinematographic and great actors. A little bit of a weird, creepy story, like you don't know what's going on or if somebody's bad or whatever. But it was, I really enjoyed it. And so yeah. Though my car started making weird noises, I had my neighbor check it. I need a new battery. My battery's dead. My car was like on the way that 7-mile drive. Yeah. All of a sudden the radio was going on and off by itself, and it was like, yeah, so I need a new battery. Yeah, awesome. And then Saturday, I was gone all day Saturday and Sunday. I had Sweetie and I both had matching red, white, and blue outfits on. And we had so much fun. We went to our friend's German restaurant and had a blast. There was a whole group of people, delicious food, and the chef, it's funny, we were celebrating 4th of July, American independence at a German restaurant, but we had a really good time. We ate a ton of food. I took a picture of the giant, Sweetie, they said, would you like some German beer? And Sweetie said, sure, I'll have one. And he thought they were just going to bring like a glass. Then I took a picture of what they brought. I was like, that's not a glass, it was like a pitcher. It was like, the mug was like this big. Everyone at the table, it was gigantic. It was a special German beer, and it was not as horrible as most. I don't normally like beer, and I drank some of it, a little bit of it. But it was good, and we had schnitzel and bratwurst and chicken and potatoes and potato pancakes, and then Chef Kirk made a special sampler of a whole bunch of different desserts. Special. It's not on the menu. Made it up special for us. I took a picture of that. It was like all different little cakes and stuff. I posted that on Twitter. It was very, very, very tasty. You didn't see that? Oh, it's on Twitter, Laura. You must have missed it. I put picture. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah. Well, when you get time later, go back and you can see. I tweeted it. Yeah. Well, Laura, you were busy having fun. I saw pictures. Looks like you're having a great time with your friend. So I'm happy, very happy for everyone else who's having a good time. Hope you all had a very good holiday weekend. And then after we were there for a couple hours at the German restaurant, and then we went to some other friends of ours who are having like an outdoor, or actually it was indoor, and it was hot, so it was supposed to be outdoor, but everybody was indoor. More food, another catered party with a whole bunch of people, a bunch of film people. So we were there for a couple hours. More food. We ate so much. And our friend is a director who is having the party, and he had a still. He's making his own 100 proof like moonshine. So I had a little bit of it. I am not sure if it was moonshine or gasoline. We had some of that, and we had a really fun time talking with everyone. And then we went back to Sweetie's house, and we watched the fireworks and watched some TV, watched some True Detective, the old stuff, and went to bed early. Got up in the morning, went for breakfast, and saw an old film, a classic old film that's been remastered. Hi, Sue! Woohoo! I'm not sure if anyone's heard of it. It's a classic Orson Welles film called The Third Man. And it was really, really great. We saw that. And that was really good. And, oh, I want to warn you guys, I will not be here tomorrow. Actually, I won't be here. I'm not going to be home. Just want to tell you in advance. I'll be here Friday. I won't be, no Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. So I know I'm not gonna. I can't tell. I'll tell you what's happening like Friday. But I'll take pictures, or hopefully I'll try and take some pictures. Yeah. So you're gonna miss. Yes, you'll miss Terrible Tuesday, Tasty Tuesday, and Hump Day and Stupid Question Day. But I will be here for Funny Friday. And but I'll post something on Twitter too, also, just to remind everybody. But how was everybody's weekend? Did you have a really good time? I have to try Periscope. Oh, and I posted pictures on Facebook of Twitter of the dress, and I posted pictures on Twitter of the food. And I updated the Yelp review, and I posted pictures on Facebook of Twitter of my pink dress on Sunday. I'm kicking myself because I can't believe we forgot to take our cute matchy red, white, and blue outfit. I had on red shoes and jeans and a blue top and a red and white hat. It was very cute. But we had a really, really fun weekend. So I hope everyone else had... Oh, Allura said she saw Terminator Genesis at the Bangor Mall. Oh my God, speaking of Maine and Bangor, Allura, July 4th, you know, there's always people who do really dumb things when they mix fireworks and alcohol. And yes, okay, yes, some kid, oh, poor, sweet, dumb, imbecile, dead boy, 22 years old, decides to light a firecracker on top of his head. Instantly dead. Instantly. I mean, okay, fireworks, and it must have been a pretty big one. It's gunpowder, and it's explosive. He was from Maine. Explosive. Would you put a stick of dynamite on your head? Why? Instantly killed himself in front of his friends. Instantly. Boom. Dead. Why? Why? And oh, there was one other one too. There was somebody else. There was another one too. Linda says there was alcohol involved. Yes, there was definitely alcohol involved. There was one other one. Somebody else. There was another one I read about. I'm forgetting the details now. But I'm just like, why? And his friends were like, no, 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 no. So that's just such a pointless thing. There was. Yeah, there was somebody else who did something similar, and ended up killing themselves instantly. I forget what it was, but I'm sure you guys will hear about it. But so you had barbecue. So we had a really good time, and actually, Sweetie's taking me out for dinner later tonight. After I talk to you guys, Sweetie's picking me up for dinner tonight. We're gonna go see dinner and a movie. I'll let you. I'm not sure what we're gonna see, but yeah, Sweetie's been really, really good. Larissa just. I'm not sure. I don't know what we'll be eating. You missed Jurassic World? Your friend forgot. Wait, your friend forgot you? What do you mean they forgot you? Like, left you in the car? Like a puppy? Yeah, and by the way, don't leave your kids or your dogs in the car. I was just reading a thing, and it still boggles my mind. Still, after all of these times that everybody's read in the news about people whose kids and or dogs or pets die in a car because it gets too hot and they leave them in the car, why is that still happening? Why? I don't understand why it's still happening. But there's like 100 kids a year that die, babies that die in the car. It only takes 15 minutes or so. If it's like 95 degrees out, you park your car, in 15 minutes it gets up to it's like 105 or more inside the car. Your baby gets cooked, or your dog, or your cat, or whatever's in the car. Yeah, and I don't know. I can't understand why that's still happening. So Sir just said, I watched Jurassic World on my laptop. Somebody was streaming it. Oh. Well, good. I'm glad you watched it. Oh, I did see some pictures, Linda. Looks like you are having a very good time. David Jones says, make it legal to break windows to save dogs and or children. What, is it illegal? I don't know. That's one of those. That's one of those rules that I wouldn't really care about. I would break, and that people do that. Linda's ready for her birthday. Oh, that's right. It's in a couple weeks, or on the 14th. Wow. No way. 64. Wait, is that true, Sturgis guy? Sturgis guy says it was in the news. A 72-year-old guy died in his new Corvette. He could not figure out how to get the windows down. Why didn't he open the door? Really, why didn't he just open the door? His door locks failed. How could a new Corvette, how could the door, I don't understand. How could a grown adult not be able to get out of a car that they just bought? Like open the door, I don't know, call someone on your phone, honk the horn. If he were smart enough to make enough money to buy the Corvette, shouldn't he at least be able to get in and out of it without dying? That seems kind of, I don't know, maybe he was already getting senile. Maybe he was already getting senile. If we got stuck if you get stuck in your own car, it might be time to stop driving. Just an idea. If you get stuck in your own car and can't get out of your car, it might be time for you to put down the keys altogether. You might have gotten to the point where things are getting too complicated. Laura said she saw, what did you see, Laura? Well, I'm glad you liked it, Laura. Sometimes a scary movie can be fun. Sometimes it's fun to be scared a little bit. Sometimes, you know, we watch a movie and all of a sudden something happens and he's like, ah! Everybody in the audience screams and yells. How you sing, Clinton? St. Clinton says it gets hotter than that every day in Vegas. In fact, 105 degrees is cold in Vegas. Oh, goodness, you must be suffering there. Hi, St. Clinton. Oh, just to let you know, I will not be here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm here today and then I am back on Friday. No show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thank you, St. Clinton. It was so good to see you. I hope you have a great day. We love you. Marcel says, oh, rats, we're going to have to hump ourselves on Wednesday. How is that different from any other day? And Sue, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. I see you're having all kinds of adventures. Thank you for your messages on Facebook, Sue. Sending you lots of love. Sue, you superstar. You are rocking out all over the world, having all kinds of awesome adventures. I'm so excited and thrilled for you. So, woohoo! Woohoo! And oh, thank you, Linda. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. So I hope you're all going to be able to get through the week. Yeah, you know what, Linda? It was crazy because you know how I always like nobody's ever seen my movies, you know. Well, when I went to this party on the second party we went to on 4th of July, we went to the People's House Party, and it was all kinds of like Hollywood people, directors and crew people and photographers and stuff. They had all worked. I had worked with almost everyone there. I'm like, I did a movie with you, and a movie with you, and a movie with you. It was a whole crowd of people who have been in movies that I've been in. And I was like, oh, I suddenly feel really cool. Yeah, it was a small party. No, but it was funny because all of a sudden I was like, oh, wow, I have done a lot of movies. Like, everybody there I had worked with at some point, at least once. I was like, this is so funny. And when I went to the screening on Friday night, I went at the DGA. There, I bumped into somebody, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I saw your movie, The Pit and the Pendulum," and I was like, "What? How'd that happen? Where? You telling the truth?" So yeah. No, the funny thing is, there. You know, sometimes you go to these events and people are very weird to you. I was at the event. I told you I got there early, and I got there early, so I'm like hanging out in my sparkly dress, and there was another theater at the DGA, and they were screening something else. So some guy was there for something else, and I'm standing there kind of like in the middle of the room all by myself, and he comes over. He's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "Oh, so I'm a director." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's nice. Congratulations." And he starts talking to me, and he's like, "Ask my name. What have you been in?" And I'm like telling him my stuff. I'm like, "Well, here's my card." And we're talking and everything, and you know, whatever. He's like, "Oh, yeah. I think you sent my picture. I think you may have sent your picture to us for some project 2 years ago." I'm like, maybe. I don't know. 2 years ago? Who knows? I've sent 1,000 pictures out. So here, maybe. And then he stops. He goes, "So, how serious are you about your career?" And this is not like a director that I recognize or anything. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, you gave me your card, but you never asked for mine." I'm like, "Well, you didn't give me your card. Would you like to give me your card?" And he's like, "Well, I'm just saying you should ask for mine." I'm like, "Okay, would you like to give me your card?" He goes, "Well, I don't have one on me right now, but I'll gotta go get one in the car." I'm like, "Okay, well, that's fine." And he was like really weird, like he was mad at me. And then so he leaves like to go to his car to get his card, and and I'm still standing there, and then a publicist comes up. Oh, in fact, there's a picture on Facebook. My friend Neil, who's a publicist, it turned out pretty good for a cell phone picture. So Neil shows up, and you take a picture. Neil's very funny. He goes all day long. Hi, Sam. He goes to events all day long, and his Facebook is just pictures, nonstop pictures of girls and events and food. But anyhow, so I'm talking to Neil, and this guy comes back up from getting his card in his car, and he sees me talking to Neil, and it gives me like a face, like, oh, like, I'm like, I don't even know you, and he's giving me a face like, oh, you're talking to another man. I'm like, what the hell? And so he walks away. I'm like, okay. And then 15 minutes later, I'm just standing there again, and he comes back up to me when I'm alone, and I'm like, oh, hi. So, did you want to give me your card? He's like, oh, no, I don't have any. And then he pulls up his cell phone. He's like, well, how about I just put your number in my phone? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm really accessible online. I mean, my card. He's like, your card doesn't have your phone number on it. I'm like, I know, because I give them out to everyone. So I'm like, well, I'm really accessible online. I'm on Facebook, Twitter. It has my publicist email on it, my website. I'm very easy to get in touch with if you want to get in touch with me. I'm all over the internet. And he's like, he's got his phone. He's like, oh, never mind. And he walks away. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, is that weird? Is that weird? Like, this guy is a complete stranger. I don't even know his name. And he's got attitude. David Jones says, does the DGA only do screenings? No, they have screenings, they have premieres, they have events, they have stuff at the DGA all the time. Linda says, yes, I think he was just trying to impress people. What is it? Oh, DGA, Directors Guild of America. It's a big building. It's got a beautiful, huge... That's where I saw the premiere for Valkyrie, the Tom Cruise movie. That was at the DGA. They do a lot of stuff at the DGA. Usually it's a pretty good event. So, but I just thought that was funny. I'm like, what the hell? And like, and the funny part is like etiquette is, if you, whatever business you're in, if somebody says, oh, here, let me give you my card, normally etiquette is the other person says, oh, okay, here, and here's mine. Like, you don't have to say, here, let me give you my card, can I get yours? Because that seems a little pushy. Like, if you give someone your card, if they want to give you your card, they usually, and that's for any business, they'll usually say, oh, here, take mine. If they don't say, take my card, that probably means they don't want to give you their card unless you ask them and put them on the spot. And, you know, whatever. But I was like, how serious are you about your career? You didn't ask for my card. I'm sorry, dude, stranger, are you going to make my career? 'Cause I see you at the DGA watching a movie for free. Yeah. Marcel says, I don't have a card. Or David, no, well, anyone can make up a card on their computer. You don't have to, like, have, my card, I just print on my computer. Just because that way usually I have it for photographers, because a lot of times at events, if you give after they take your pictures, if you give them your card, that makes sure that your name gets spelled right. Yeah, so I just print them on my printer, and it just has my name and the publicist and a few film credits, like a little bit of information, a website. That way, it's basically just so that my name gets spelled right. That's basically the only reason I have a card. Oh my goodness, it's already 5:49, so I am just about to sign off because Sweet is going to be picking me up in 10 minutes, and then I'll be back on Friday. I'm going to miss you guys. I hope you'll be okay. I will be checking Twitter and Facebook, so I still will be reachable in case you have an issue. And I'll try and put some pictures up. So let me say goodbye to everybody. Allura Star and Shocker and Sturgis Guy and T-Sis and House Dave and Sam and St. Clinton and Eric and Petey and Tim and Ryan and Photo and Philip and Mark Mean and Star Raven and Angel Jonas and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Andrew Yusuf and The Cram and Marcel and Jim Dandy and Sturgis Guy and Joe Barney and N1QOV and Sam and St. Clinton and Fairies Lover and Lucky Girl and Wing Doggy and Philip Chandler! Philip Chandler! I hope you're doing well. Kisses for everybody. You guys are so freaking awesome! Let me make sure I got everybody. Hang on, let me make sure here. This is for every John McCain, Wing Doggy, and Marcel, the Knaus. I love you. I love you. I'll see you guys on Friday.